Hi all, it's this Sunday, it'll be 9 months as opposed to the first video, which is pretty incredible really. And we've got nearly 10,000 subscribers. We needed about 90, I think it is, to get the 10,000. It's been a really good learning curve for me, the people that have joined and the people that are involved in this now. There's a lot of experience on here, and if anybody wants to get involved in it, then please do. But let's get to 10,000, be a good milestone that, and we can all help each other. I tried to get sober in isolation really. I didn't get any help. I didn't seek any, to be honest. And I think you've got to do that. To get the help, you've got to be very positive, and you've got to get out there, and you've got to speak to people. And everyone on here is encouraged to speak to others, because there's a lot of people on here are very, very worldly wise, to be honest with you. They've been through a lot more than I have, and I've been at the bottom of the bottle and back. So today is 24th of January. If you're looking to get sober, why not start today? There's no time like the present, really, is there? And if I hadn't stopped drinking, I wouldn't be here to speak to people. So the message to people is, seek out some help. Get yourself on the sober trail. You'll fall off the wagon, believe you me. To be fair, relapse is part and parcel of the learning curve. That's always going to happen. If you can do it without relapsing, you're very, very lucky. Because I relapsed a lot, and I had an 8-year spell off, and then I relapsed again because emotional instability. Really, I met somebody. I didn't want to tell them that I was an alcoholic. There's still a massive stigma, to this, and I just think that we need to be involved in it. And Sean says when you were drinking for a long period, it's quite hard. Yeah, it's impossible. I found it impossible without getting myself some medical help in the end. But I think, as I've learned over time, the more you speak about it and the more you get involved in it, there is more help available, because we've got to get help. You can't have any other illness. It's classified as an illness now, a disease even. That's debatable on some fronts, but alcoholism, it's uncontrollable drinking, even though you're doing yourself harm, and you've got to be able to get out of it. And hi Oliver, I very rarely do these lives, but somebody suggested I do and get used to it. I think it'd be quite good for interaction. So if you need help, then look out for it. I've got an ebook. I was willing to have a look at that. But the main thing is to recognize you've got a problem, and don't be ashamed of it. I was very ashamed of it. I still am, in a way, even though I'm broadcasting to the world in a way, because there is this stigma to it, and it's you get to the point where you become isolated and you don't want to tell people. Another thing is, because you're so stigmatized, you become withdrawn, I think. You lose all your confidence. I'm an alcoholic. I went to the AA a couple of times. That was a long time ago. I've considered it again, but there are some self-help groups out there. But if you're really dependent, one thing you really got to be careful about is if you withdraw, then it can kill you, because I had seizures. Going back 25 years ago, I tried to stop. My parents' view was just stop. It still is with a lot of people. You can just stop and you just cut down. It's not seen as an illness really, and I think you've got to be focused on it, and you've got to want your life back, because you can't get your life back. I never thought, after being diagnosed with liver cirrhosis and problems with my ascites fluid and all this sort of thing, that I'd ever come back. And I came back stronger, and I'm happier because I'm off the drink. I don't think you have any perception of illness until you're really at the bottom, and you're feeling depressed and you're in hospital. I was on that for 2 years. Hi John, thanks for the comment. I hope I can help people. That's what I'm here for. The more people I can help, the better, really, to be fair. So I'm going to try and do these lives again once I understand how to switch it off and things, because I think it's important that we, as a group, get together now and again, have a chat, and if there's anything people want to say, then say it on here, and drop me a line in the comments box, because it's a brilliant thing, this community, and it's changed my life. It's made things easier. It's given me a focus, and it makes me feel really good that I can help people. There's nothing better, than giving something back, and I really enjoy that. It makes me feel quite emotional, and I get a message to say, "Oh God, you've helped me," because that's really good. And I sometimes say, like, consultant every 6 months, I say, and often she says, if I'd seen you, in 2019 when I saw you, I never thought you'd get back to this level of health, And if you get back it's a good feeling. I think you can, thanks Lisa, anybody who can give up the drink is strong, and you can do it. You can all do it, because with support, it's easier, And Missouri, wow, what a place. There's storms here. I just want to relate to people. I want to help people. I'm here to give advice, practical advice. I'm not a doctor, but I've been through the medical system. And doctors are brilliant at fixing things and giving medication, all that sort of thing. But I think that as an alcoholic, hi Kieran, as an alcoholic, then you know what an alcoholic feels like. And I watched a film the other day, I think it was called with my girlfriend, Leaving Las Vegas. She enjoyed it, I didn't really enjoy it, but it just shows you how the alcohol can get a grip of you. Leaving Las Vegas, I think it's Nicolas Cage is in it. It was a very interesting film, because it was a couple of incidents in it where you couldn't write a check out, and I couldn't write a check out, and with the shakes and all that, and all this withdrawal thing, it's a shock, and you become very frightened, you become insular, and I became, in a way, completely dependent on my inner self to try and push myself forward. And it's really, really, really difficult to get out of it, but you can do it. Yeah, Lenny says, Nick Cage, yeah. Watch that film if you can. Leave Las Vegas. On Netflix, I think it was. It was good. It was worth a watch. It wasn't, like I say, I remember seeing bits of it years ago when I was drinking. But going back to my police days, I used to see people who had alcohol issues, and I used to worry about myself then. I just couldn't stop, because I enjoyed it, you see. And if you enjoy something, you don't want to stop, do you? I just think it's, Nick says, yeah, I think you need to have lived it to give advice, and I totally agree. Unless you've been there, you can't help somebody who's in that same sort of, I would call it a rut, same mindset, and you've got to be very focused, and you've got to want to do it, and you've got to have a big incentive. I mean, my life changed when I was in hospital with ascites fluid and all this. My daughter came in, she was crying in the hospital. She was visiting me from Manchester. He said, I wanted somebody who could walk me down the aisle. And that just really kicks you into doing something about it and thinking, oh, I've got to keep off it. And when I came out of hospital, I was ill for the best part of 3 years, really, 2019 to 2022, all through COVID. It was a nightmare. When I started to get a bit stronger after my dad died, I had to get stronger, walk a little bit more. I felt God, I'm going to be able to give her away at the aisle and I'll do something with my life. And I met somebody that really, really is a good partner now to me. He was also giving me a bit of a boost, a massive boost, to be honest. Because doing it in isolation is hard. So even if you live on your own, you can get on here and you can talk openly about it. No one's going to judge you on here. Even going to the doctors years ago, I often felt, am I wasting their time? You went in with a cancer, you're not wasting time. You went in with a heart, probably not wasting their time. So why feel, stigmatized? Why feel that you shouldn't talk about things? But people are still wary of you for whatever reason. And you still get this, why don't you drink? Because nobody's going to accept it. And the drinkers that you used to be, well, so-called mates with, they'll not want to speak to you because you're out the rut. But it's a wonderful feeling, to be actually out, talking to people, helping people, being yourself. Because I think for the best part of 20 years, I was trapped inside a bottle. And that was my life. I wasn't looking after myself or my family. I got divorced, my finances went downhill, all this sort of thing. When you get to the sober point, you can actually build things up again. You come back and fight harder, And I just want to help people, and I want to let you know, this is why I'm doing this live thing, that anything you want, any advice you want, just ask me. And ask other people on the platform is another thing. There's nearly 10,000 of us now. We've all got experience of drinking, or, some sort of idea about it. I speak to a lot of families now. I haven't spoken to any family who hasn't been touched by alcoholism or a problem with alcohol, whether it's been a drink drive case or a crime that's been alcohol fueled, or they've had somebody who's passed away early because of alcoholism. Because it doesn't just affect the liver, it affects your heart and all this sort of thing. It affects your mental health. Thanks, Colin. And we've made some good friends on here. Let's all be mates and help each other, because it's a massive, massive thing. Massive thing for me to do this live. I say I've only done one few seconds, but I think it's good. Getting the confidence to do this, it's much easier to do it on a camera and record it than do this. But I'll get used to this and it'll be good, and I want to start doing it, if not every day, every couple of days, because I think to talk like this and people can ask you questions, it's much better, isn't it? Anyway, I'm going to leave you now and have a cup of coffee and maybe go for a bit of a walk. Have a great day, and I'll speak to you all very soon. And once again, thanks all for your help and encouragement and all this, because without you, I wouldn't be here, if that makes sense. and let's all keep chatting. Let's get into the the comments boxes and learn off each other, because there's a lot of very clever people here. All the best. I'll speak to you soon.